Hey, hey, everybody. Give people a few minutes. I haven't put anything in Discord. If anybody wants to jump over and throw it out, that's what I was about to do. That's why I had the music playing. Let's see. This was just a real fast put together thingy thing. What's up, Seven Cities kid? What's up, Trump said? All right, let me see. Am I a real gangster? Gangsta. This is the question Bippies has to ask. Let's see. I need to pull this up. Giggity. Sorry, not the most prepared right now. How's everybody doing? What's up? What's up? All my think behavior. Do tell. You want to come up and have a discussion, Bandit? You got a cam up though. What's up, Kittle? Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to find something in particular. But hey, they're playing hooky from work is some shit. That's a. I guess there's a stream coming up. Am I a real gangster? According to Bippy. Where is that shit? Completely unprepared. What up, gangsta? Internet tough guys. I mean, you can keep thinking that, Bandit. It's okay. Underestimation is a great power. I I don't know where you're getting this cowards thing.
Thank Israel for my service, boys. Make sure you thank Israel for my service, because Israel's got to keep the Occidental blood pool, gene pool, weak as possible, because when they go to overthrow the globe, they want to make sure that they can overthrow the globe, if you know what I'm saying. Make sure that there's no resistance. So they got a bunch of low T Americans, but you know
No,
what?
we
A
can
low T
see.
American, still an American, man, as far as I'm concerned.
You sure are very, very concerned with low T. Seems like it's a an obsession with you to where uh what are you talking about? You can't be muted, Jeff. You've got full administrator rights. You got the same thing as I do. Oh, people who we don't yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to find that video of Sam in our chat. I can't find it. Thief. Dagnam thieves. What's up, Dale? Mr. Blanco. I'm not as good at this as Jeff. Jeff prepared us for the shitty show. Oh man. Way better at it than I am. Okay.
Make oak trees great again. You know what I'm saying? Just frontier justice the hell out of that son of a bitch. I mean, just. Good old Josie Wales, hang them high, just hang them high. Make an example out of them. They'll never do it again. When they see enough of their people hanging from trees because they want to be little dirtbag immigrants and mess with our people,
An easy trophy.
It'll stop it. It'll stop it right in its tracks. It'll put the fear of God in them, or at least the fear of the law in them. Right now, there ain't no fear in the law. I think the only people right now that are fearing the law are people like that look like you and me, honestly.
I'm such a bitch. I cry about everything. Motherfucker wants to talk about lynching, Israel owning America. Not if I'm telling you, if 0.2% of the population of the world can run it without the money that the 1% of the population has, it's pretty amazing. Da, 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 da. I'm sure we'll play all of these tonight too. Epstein is white, but has West Virginia tendencies. He's got all the talking points down. He's put the skin on too. I mean, he hates me, and fuck, I'm whiter than he is in skin tone. But I have all the features, right? I fought the law and the law won. All right. There's so much goodness that I missed today because I was out just working and then walking around. Stopped, had a beer, had some appetizers, got my shit out ready for tomorrow's work day. Let's see. Did I download this one? I can't remember if I played this one. $65 and sunny now. Holy crap, dude. Gives me all of my info. Would you think that Wally has more access to info than I do? It's interesting. Go ahead and keep thinking what you want to think there, buddy. It is 73 degrees here, but windy, very windy. Damn it. I don't. Is he a redneck or is he the redneck? 120? No, I'm a little bit more than that, but you know.
Ago, white people were 65% of the demographic population in America. Now it's like 54%. I mean, that's a precipitous drop in demographic population, right? So what's causing that? I don't know, artificial invasion of our country. Uh,
people liking to fuck people of other cultures. That's what's causing it.
The rates of unaliving of certain types of people, the apologetics of
Unaliving of certain people. Todd, you need to start looking up statistics and reading instead of watching Flecka talks and all of your conspiracy ridden talks. Daggone straight, man. Oh, but Angel Gamer is my only side piece, only piece, according to Dummy Vips. Let's see. Oh, I agree, Woodrow. I completely agree. He wouldn't look up stats that also go against his narrative. Groovy, what's up, buddy?
is that white people are really, really nice until they're not. And then all those little things that we get accused of being conquerors, warmongers, bloodthirsty, colonizers, all that stuff really starts to shine, or it should shine in the dull eyes of the retards that are making those accusations, right? Do people not realize how short sighted it is? Right? How short sighted it is to crawl into a cave of a hibernating bear and start poking it with a stick.
Oh boy, gotta tell you, that guy is he really yeah. I I won't say what I'm thinking. Oh, Spider did a great short today. Has everyone seen it?
Is that white people are really, really nice.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry. A decade ago, white people were lost my place. The roast begins. You think Vippy is capable of roasting anybody? He's a little shit stir.
I say if it's Epstein, he's a white guy. If it's Einstein, it's Shabbat Shalom. Oi, we claim him. Even though if you really take a look at Einstein, the guy's a disgusting human being, in my opinion. I mean, who sleeps with her cousin? Who sleeps and has a baby with her cousin?
Who grooms a 17-year-old child? Allegedly, she was only 17. Or had already been made 17 when you met them. What's up, Top? So, yeah.
In it.
Hey, Hefe, do you have that clip? As always, if you have to say the one about where Coded says for Sam to do the thing. Uh, where was I going? Chilling like a villain. Who's begging for me? Vippy? I mean, somebody's got to be the best depender. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hey, Nomad, will you throw out Spider Dog's latest? Or have you already done that? What's up, Stephanie? Coded's all up in his chat. Thank you. Thank you. I had forgotten to throw your link out there until he Fred, you and Scott need to forge fire. He wears wigs. 2, he spends an inordinate amount of time with his puppies. 3, it looks like he doesn't wipe well. Groovy, groovy, groovy. Mitch, the man with the plan and the beautiful pictures. I'm a bit pear shaped. That's cute, Coded. Maybe a little. Oh, let me get to more clippiness that I had planned. This wasn't what I had planned, by the way. Oh shit. Texas rapper G Money, Lil Ronnie's 5-year-old daughter was gunned down at a car wash. Fuck. Smash the like button and shut the fuck up. Man, that's terrible. Damn it. Got to go do this. Sorry for the long silence. Heavy D. They both were. Daughter was in the car. Money tried to run from the car to protect her. God dang. Everybody loves the puppies, Groovy. Even the cat man. Cat man do. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was looking for a message so I can play something. Hey, Freedom Fighter. How are you? Ned is live. Coward Doxer. Oh, y'all are so whiny. Is it?
I love Jewish culture.
So, what's the cow? I don't know what his coward reference is about. Oh, he told me to come fight him in South Carolina. And I just told him he could come here if he wanted to make threats. So. What's up, Danny? Let's see. Present. Oh. Play something fun and interesting to me, but I'm kind of biased. But let's do this.
I'm Lapis, dancing the horror, waving a chicken over your head.
Damn it. Hang on, I've got to move the screen around.
Your sins. What?
Sorry. See if y'all can hear this.
Yep.
Nope. Shitty show and all. Shitty show.
Either.
Ned Talks telepathy.
I love Jewish culture. Frying latkes, dancing the horror, waving a chicken over your head to atone for your sins. What? You never did that last one? What about hiding a key in your bread? You never did that either? You're not alone. Judaism.
Could y'all hear that? Y'all could? Okay. I was about to get aggravated. I did get some sleep last night, so I wouldn't get as aggravated.
Judaism is as diverse.
Hang on, I'm going to download it. Sorry, I don't know why it does this sometimes.
I love you.
Your sins. What? You never did that last one? What about hiding a key in your bread? You never did that either? You're not alone. Judaism is as diverse as the people who practice it. There are so many Jewish customs out there, I can't even name them all. So we've narrowed it down a little. Here are 10 of Judaism's most surprising traditions. Number 1, Kaparot. Of all the traditions on this list, Kaparot is by far the most controversial. Kapara means atonement. Before the Jewish Day of Atonement, we do a lot of atoning in all sorts of ways. Asking forgiveness from anyone we've hurt, praying, giving charity. Kaparot just happens to be an unusual way of giving charity. The ritual consists of carefully passing a chicken over your head 3 times while reciting, "This is my substitute." In essence, asking God to transfer any bad things, like fortune, tragedies, coming your way to the chicken. After you say the prayer, you slaughter the chicken and donate it to charity. The ritual is as old as the Talmud, and some controversy surrounds it because it's not mentioned in any of the Jewish texts. Some Jews dismiss it as an
It's an outdated tradition, mirrors. Just some people follow it. He's going to get into what most people do. And it's about tithing.
outdated tradition, but others have tweaked it by using money instead of a live chicken. You're still giving charity, without taking off PETA either. Number 2, Mimuna. Some Jewish customs are so old, we aren't even sure how they started. Like Mimuna, a lively festival celebrating the end of Passover. All we know for sure is that Mimuna started with Moroccan Jews, but its origins are anyone's guess. Some say Mimuna is a celebration of the Jewish philosopher Maimonides. Others point to the Hebrew word emunah, meaning faith, and the Arabic word ma'amun, or good fortune. In other words, it's a celebration of our faith in good things ahead. No matter how it started, Mimuna is always a good time, complete with singing, dancing, and endless carbs. It's our first taste of that sweet, sweet leavened bread since the start of Passover. And we indulge big time, particularly in mufleta, which is like a Moroccan crepe, just with more butter and honey. Number 3, Sigd. Sigd is an ancient Ethiopian Jewish holiday that has now made its way to Israel. Ethiopia's Jewish community, the Beta Israel, was isolated from other Jews for thousands of years, but they kept their faith strong, and that's where Sigd comes from. The holiday celebrates their longing to return to Israel. Historically, Ethiopian Jews spent the day praying, fasting, and symbolically renewing their covenant with God. How do you symbolically renew a divine agreement? First, you bathe. Then, you dress in all white and ascend the tallest mountain you can find. And if you're up for it, you do it while carrying a rock over your head to symbolize your sins. Now that most Beta Israel have returned to the Holy Land,
I'm glad can pass it on. Most of the time, I'm not here to shit on other religions. Sometimes I have to because of some people's misconceptions of things. Well, yeah. Plus, the Messiah really could come from the Ethiopian Jews because they're a big portion of them's descendant of Solomon, direct descendant.
the holiday has taken on even more significance. It's recognized as an official holiday by the Israeli government, so that all Israelis can learn more about their Ethiopian brothers and sisters.
מרגש לראות איך באדיקות מדי שנה אנחנו מתכנסים כאן בירושלים, בלב אחד, כאיש אחד.
Thousands of Ethiopian Jews and dignitaries come to Israel and participate in ceremonies with locals and politicians, including one with the Israeli president at his own house. Number 4, henna ceremony. Most people associate henna with Hindu weddings, but did you know that Sephardic Jews celebrate a pre-wedding henna ceremony too? A few nights before the wedding, the families of the bride and groom host a wild party, culminating in a henna ceremony. A respected member of the community, like a grandma, places a solid ball of henna on the couple's palms, symbolizing health, safety, and fertility. Once the bride and groom have their henna, the other guests get in on too. Family and friends get down on the dance floor, and everyone dresses in traditional garb and eats delicious traditional foods. As Israeli Jews become more and more mixed, it's common to see henna ceremonies popping up among Jews of all backgrounds. It may have started in the Sephardic world, but
peace. They actually say the Ark of the Covenant's in there. A lot of people do. And it's very well protected. Only one person can go in there. So, and then when he passes, they've prepared someone else to take over.
henna has become a fully Israeli tradition. Number 5, bonfires on Lag BaOmer. You've probably sat around a campfire at least once, toasting s'mores and telling ghost stories. But have you ever danced around a 10-foot high bonfire with hundreds of other people? No, it's not Burning Man.
South.
It's Lag BaOmer, a Jewish holiday with mysterious roots. Some say we celebrate this fiery holiday to commemorate the end of a plague that killed thousands of Jews. Most of the dead were students of one of the most famous rabbis of all time, Rabbi Akiva. But others say that we adopted Lag BaOmer to honor a different rabbi. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai was one of Rabbi Akiva's disciples. When his teacher was arrested and murdered by the Romans, Rabbi Shimon knew it was time to go into hiding. He spent the next 13 years in a cave with his son. Many Jews believe that this is where he wrote the central text of the Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism. And though most scholars disagree, plenty of Jews revere Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai as one of Judaism's foremost mystics. They celebrate Lag BaOmer to commemorate the day he died. But at the bonfires, well, just like everything else in Judaism, depends who you ask.
מאיפה הבאתם את הקרשים?
כמו כל הילדים, איפה שמוצאים, מרימים. ואחר כשהם מנקים את המדינה מקרשים.
Some say that until the moment he died, Rabbi Shimon was revealing the secrets of the Torah. These secrets were so profound that even the sun waited for him to finish before it set. In his memory, we light massive fires to make the night look like day. Others say the bonfires symbolize the light Rabbi Shimon brought into the world, earning him the nickname, the Holy Candle. Tens of thousands of Jews flock to Rabbi Shimon's gravesite every Lag BaOmer, though that's not the only place they celebrate. Some even travel to the Tunisian island of Jerba to visit the oldest synagogue in Africa. The site is a shrine to a Jewish holy woman. But Lag BaOmer is in part about finding light despite terrible circumstances.
Yes, peace.
So no matter where we celebrate Lag BaOmer, we keep the fires shining bright. Number 6, Sharon. Have you ever seen a little Jewish boy with super long hair? No. He's not starting a rock band. He just hasn't turned 3 years old yet. See, many Jews wait 3 years for their son's first haircut. Why? Well, there's the textual reason. To start, the Torah commands us that we must wait 3 years before we can enjoy a tree's fruit. That's right. For the first 3 years, that fruit is off limits. Similarly, we give a little boy 3 years to mature before his first haircut. 3 is a time of transition for little Jewish boys. Until their 3rd birthday, they're considered babies. But now, they're ready to start performing some basic mitzvot and learning Torah. After their haircut, they're decked out in their first kippah and tzitzit to show everyone they've reached a new stage in their spiritual development. Number 7, Shlisel Challah. If you spend a lot of time on social media, you may have heard of Shlisel Challah.
This is a Shlisel Challah.
This week is Shlisel Challah week.
Shlisel means key in Yiddish. The first Shabbat after Passover is considered an auspicious time to ask God for financial security. So some
Todd's not going to like this. It's about money. Money and Jews.
Some Jews bake chalot in the shape of a key to symbolize the key to financial success, which is in God's hands. Even though some rabbis dismiss the whole trend as nonsense, plenty of Jews find deep meaning in making a beautiful Shabbat bread by hand. Some even place an actual key in the bread. Number 8, Tu B'Shvat Seder. You may know that Rosh Hashanah is the Jewish New Year. But did you know that Jews celebrate a new year for the trees? We call it Tu B'Shvat, which is literally its Hebrew date, the 15th day of the Hebrew month of Shvat. Many people don't realize that Judaism is intimately linked to agriculture. After all, before the destruction of the temple, Judean Jews were mostly farmers with a deep relationship to their land. Even though most of us don't farm anymore, we still celebrate our connection to the natural world. And because we're Jews, we do it through food. So on Tu B'Shvat, we hold a Seder that emphasizes the bounty of the earth. The tradition started with medieval Jewish mystics living in the holy city of Tzfat. But you don't need to be a mystic to appreciate good food. The exact ritual differs depending on who and where you are. But every Tu B'Shvat Seder includes fruits of the land of Israel, as well as a healthy dose of kosher wine. Number 9, visiting Kivrei Tzadikim. Visiting a grave is nothing out of the ordinary. But how often do you visit the graves of people who died hundreds of years ago? Well, if you're Jewish, surprisingly often. Judaism is an old religion, which means that we've had plenty of time for holy figures to emerge. From our biblical patriarchs to the medieval sages to the rebbes of the 20th century, we've been blessed with so many role models to look up to. Their grave sites have become a place of pilgrimage for many Jews. Now, let's be clear. When we pray at a holy person's grave, we're not praying to them. We're praying to God and only to God, inspired by the legacy of the holy person. That's why you'll find couples praying for a baby at the grave of our matriarch Rachel, who struggled with infertility for years before she conceived. And that's why you'll find hundreds of thousands of Hasidic Jews praying at the grave of Rabbi Nachman in Uman, Ukraine, every Rosh Hashanah. Not everyone appreciates this tradition. Some say it even borders on idolatry. But Jews who pray at these gravesites say that the holiness of the place helps them connect more strongly to God. Number 10, Pidyon HaBen. Our last tradition is wild. It involves a baby on a platter covered in jewels. Normal stuff. So let's break it down.
This one may be worse than the challah.
You might remember from your Passover Seder that Pharaoh didn't let the Israelites go until God sent the 10th plague. None of the plagues were pleasant, but the 10th was the worst. It was the death of every male firstborn in Egypt. Israelite babies were spared from this fate. And this is why Jews are commanded to redeem their firstborn son. If a Jewish couple's first child is a son, his father symbolically redeems him. When the baby's a month old, his father goes to a Kohen, or a priest, with a payment. The Kohen asks if the father would rather have his son or the money. And then the father gives him the shekels in exchange for his kid.
Oh no, shekels.
The ceremony reminds us that we all belong to God, particularly the male firstborns, who were saved from the 10th plague. It may sound super serious, but it's actually pretty fun. Family and friends get together for the ceremony. The proud parents even place their baby on a silver tray, covered in jewelry, to show it love, or to get adorable photos for the bar mitzvah slideshow. But there's another explanation for the ceremony. After the Israelites left Egypt, they hung out in the desert for 40 years. They spent some of that time building a portable temple, a prequel to the temple they built in Jerusalem. Every temple needs priests to run the service, and originally, every Jewish firstborn son was supposed to be a priest. But they never got the chance, because when Moses climbed Mount Sinai to get the Torah for the Israelites, the people started getting antsy. Soon, all but one of the Israelite tribes built an idol to worship while they were waiting. When Moses came back, he was furious. Idolatry was basically the #1 no-no in Judaism. So to punish the Israelites for their sin, God decided that none of their boys would be priests.
Strike 3, and he's been thrown out of the ball game.
Instead, he gave the honor of the priesthood to the one tribe that hadn't participated in the building of the idol. With me so far? Well, zoom forward a few thousand years. We don't have a temple anymore, but we do still have a priestly class. And that's why Jewish dads go to these priests to redeem their sons. You might know them as your friendly neighborhood Cohen. These 10 traditions are just the tip of the iceberg. The Jewish people have a long history, so we've had plenty of time to develop a rich culture full of surprises. From braided breads to babies on a platter, there's something for everyone to connect to.
Hey there, everybody. Jimmy with To the Top Crane here.
Y'all want to learn about cranes? Man. So that was that. Yes, it's a very traumatizing and embarrassing time in any young Jewish boy's life. Spider, did you have a bar mitzvah? Wow. Love you, buddy. Let's see. Oh, this was the last thing I really. So the Jewish traditions was kind of what I wanted to do today. It was requested of me to do back in November, and I forgot to save it. So I think priest. It was priestess. Hang on. Cracker got an A. I'm pretty sure it was priestess. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Jeff, I was walking around today, and all those blooms from the cherry blossoms just hits me. Free food, dancing, good times, good times. All right, let me do this one. Now I got Hava Nagila Hava on my brain. Hava Nagila Hava. Download. Lupe in the house. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Listen closely so no one can deny what they said.
Biochemistry. Alcohol is.
I don't want to live. You don't get it, dude. Like
And then put a gun in your fucking mouth. Why create all this misery for all these?
No, I'm not creating misery. I'm telling you the truth, dude. I'm telling you the truth.
If you have family and a mother, you just said your mother talking to you about how you're an alcoholic. You're creating misery for her.
It's all that life training he has, Lupe. Let's Let's listen to that again.
Up your biochemistry.
I don't
Alcohol
want
is.
to live. I don't want to live. You don't get it, dude. Like
And then put a
I
gun
can't
in your
wait for the
fucking
day-
mouth. Why create all this misery for all
No,
these
listen, I'm
fucking
not creating
people?
misery. I'm telling you the truth, dude. I'm telling you the truth.
If you have family and a mother, you just said your mother talking to you about how you're an alcoholic. You're creating misery for her.
This is what Vegas sweeps up and what Coded now wants to say he didn't say. Finkel, I'll play it one more time.
Up your biochemistry. Alcohol is.
I don't want to live. You don't get it, dude. Like
And then put a gun in your fucking mouth. Why create all this misery for all these
listen, I'm
fucking
not creating
people?
misery. I'm telling you the truth, dude. I'm telling you the truth.
If you have family and a mother, you just said your mother talking to you about how you're an alcoholic. You're creating misery for her.
So, just to be clear, he told a drunk kid who was suicidal to put a gun in his mouth so he could end the misery of his mother. And now he claims he was just talking to him like a man. This was a few nights ago, Finkel. It was on Vegas Vips, but Coded is up there now. I had a great stream with him last night, where I was being a dramatic person just to aggravate somebody. Let's see. Anything else? All right. Hefe, we on a regular time tonight, or if you're still here? We'll continue to monitor. Keep the surveillance up. Cool beans, cool beans. And what's up with that, man? That's jacked up. Oh, how's the chickens hiding from retard? Oh, let's see what that's about. Remove. Present. Oh boy. I'm sure it was coded, right? How far back do I need to go, Lupe? Yeah, go back 2 minutes.
Saying anything. I'm saying things relative to, physical things. I'm not just regurgitating what some fucking book that people have rewritten hundreds of times over the last couple thousand years. I've fucking been saying, all right? So in this case, so shut the fuck up. I'm about to get to it.
Easy, don't get emotional. Well, you talk really slow
there
and
you
you
go again.
meander around the
Female
fucking
talk. Ain't
point.
nobody getting emotional but you.
You're getting emotional. You
You're the
just
one that
cursed.
won't let me speak.
You
because
just
you don't want to
cursed.
fucking hear
Oh
anything.
my
I'm
God.
listening to you. Go on. Just try to take a direct path to your conclusion.
That's what
God,
I'm
he's
doing.
such a
But
bitch.
you're over there fucking, like I said.
No, you're talking about theys and thems, and you're making vague references. Come on, dude.
You're not saying anything. Like I said, all you're doing is just on your fucking amen bullshit, and nobody's got time for that.
No one said amen, bro. No one said la 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 either.
You're over there on your fucking
dude, are you high right now? Are you high right now? Are you high right now?
No,
okay,
I'm trying to fucking make a point, and you're over here
make
like
the point. Stop getting emotional.
Got
Just
nothing
make
to
the
fucking
point.
do with it. There you go
Just
again.
make
trying
the
to,
point, bro. Stop getting
Yo, try
Shut
to
the
try
fuck
to
up, faggot.
try to stay
Let me
away from the
fucking
F
speak.
bombs,
You
please.
sound like a fucking female. God
Make
damn.
your point, estrogen.
No
Shut
more
the
F bombs.
fuck up, faggot, and I'll get to it.
Make your point, estrogen boy.
Shut up, bitch. Let me
Make
speak,
your point,
faggot.
estrogen boy.
All right, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Get to the point. Stop wandering
Get on your
around.
fucking knees harder, bitch.
Look at this is silly
Suck
shit.
harder,
bro.
hoe.
You're getting very emotional
Suck harder,
now.
hoe.
Can you
Shut
get
the
to your
fuck
point?
up.
Can you get to your point?
Shut the fuck up? Can you shut the fuck up?
Can you get to your
please shut
point?
the fuck
Can you get to your point?
Can you kindly shut the fuck up?
I'm going to shut up now and hope you
Let's see how
eventually
long
get
that
to
lasts.
your point.
Let's see how long that lasts. All right. So it's a matter of natural resources. I completely.
So, Bippy, you talking about me and my subs? You got 6,500 subs and less people watching than me, and you accuse me of buying subs. What's up with that?
I agree with you on the symbolic part. It's all symbolism. I get that. But what I'm referring to is the fact that they're fighting over natural resources.
You said it was about the Ark of the Covenant. You just changed your point.
That's, oh my God.
You said they were fighting over the Ark of the
Shut
Covenant.
the
They all know where it's
up.
located. Now you're
Can
saying
you
they're
shut
fighting
your
about
whore
natural
ass up,
resources.
you stupid faggot?
Can you
Thank
stay consistent, bro, and stop
Can
with
you
the
shut
ad
the
hominem
fuck up and
nonsense?
let me fucking speak instead of acting like a goddamn fucking retarded female on too many fucking pills?
Dude, he's not. Come on, man.
How's your
No more F bombs,
estrogen?
please.
I know. What's your estrogen
Shut the
Wait. So, Coded can make references to Nosferatu. Is it Nosferatu? Being high, but when he makes a comment about Coded being on pills, it's different. Gotcha.
fuck up and let me speak.
So anyway,
I'm just pointing out that you started talking about something
symbolism part
completely
is
different.
relative to natural resources. It's something that has been depicted in many other forms, particularly art forms, relative to the example of the repeating fucking 3 beats of life, which is war, famine, and fucking drought. And they have been creating famine and drought artificially as a means of having an excuse to keep going to war over these things in that region. But what they really want is control over it. It's like when It's like when they fucking invade other parts of the Middle East and they
Who are
fucking
they?
use the
Who
excuse.
are the they that you're talking about? Israel's never invaded anyone, so who are the
No,
they?
I'm not talking about the Jews in this case. I'm talking about just in general. Like
Well, it helps if you
this has
state
been
who you're
historical. Well,
talking about instead of just
this has
saying
been
they,
okay.
because
All right,
you
but
were
this has been
talking about the
historical.
Jews and now you're not talking about.
Yeah, but that was minutes ago. This is now, like I said,
Right, but
relative
you've
to
been
present
babbling
day.
through a
This
meandering
is relative to
diatribe.
present day and modern wars. If you look at it, several different groups over the last 1,000 years have been fighting over the space that is the Middle East, and it seems retarded to most people because it's like most people just assume it's just a bunch of fucking desert and there ain't shit there other than the oil, but there's a lot more going on than just that.
What?
That
Like
whole
what else?
region,
What else
that
is
whole
going on?
region, that whole region. For example, they dried up the Aral Sea.
Who are
and that
they?
was
Who are they?
and
Who are the they that did that?
it's. Can you shut the fuck up?
No, because your
If you
story's
if
full of
you if
fucking
you shut the fuck
potholes.
up,
Who's the they
if you
that
shut the
dried up
fuck up and
this
quit
sea
talking
you're
over
talking
people,
about?
it's all
He's always trying
self-explanatory
to
if you learn to
trip
shut the
people
fuck
up
up.
on their words.
It would take a lot longer if I quit having to tell you to shut the fuck up every 5 seconds.
Well, the
Anyway,
reason why you believe
the
what
reason
this
why I
nonsense
can't get
that you
through the
believe is
point
because
is
you
because
never
your stupid ass
questioned
can't
any
shut
of
the
it.
fuck up
You
and
just
keeps
got
trying to
really
fucking
high and bought
redirect
it
it
all.
according to
You
your
should be
stupid
eating
ass
cookies with
alleged
K-Far.
convenience in order to fucking prove your fucking point that monotheism, your fucking stupid fucking made up biblical bullshit is somehow the all fucking knowing truth and everything else is made up, right?
Well, the truth about God is the Bible.
That was a rhetorical question. I wasn't
Hold
asking
on
you
a
shit. I'm
second.
trying to fucking
The
get to my
truth
point.
is it's been
So anyway, my
monotheistic
point is
from the
all the
beginning
countries that
until
surround the
goobers
Middle
like
East,
you came
which
along
is
and
now
started
which
worshiping
was
rocks
formerly
and trees.
USSR, they're the ones that dictated, hey, we're gonna start cultivating cotton and other shit and just drive this whole region. So there is an
I think
abundance
so.
of natural wealth in that whole region that gets swept under the rug because it's too convenient for the countries that are still in control of that region fucking up for those further down the line, which are the ones that.
Have you seen pictures of Israel before the
Like I said, it's
Israelites?
more than just Israel. It's the whole. It's the whole of the Middle East.
Hold on a
It's
second.
not like you act like Israel's a big fucking deal.
No,
when
I
I'm telling
don't.
you,
And
there's
that's
more
what's
going on
that's
than
what's
this.
triggering you. That's what's triggering you.
There's more.
So he's, after I brought up his anti-Semitism last night, he's now pro-Zionist. Interesting. Not in a Todd way.
If you had actually let me
You know there's
finish
more
what
than
I
just
was
Israel in the Middle
asking,
East, right?
you would not be going
You do know
off
that
on
there's
this
more than just
tangent
Israel
you're
in the
going
Middle
off.
East, right? I don't know why you're so retarded and you assume that Israel is the entirety of the Middle East.
I never assumed that. I was
That's how
about
you're
to ask
acting,
you.
though,
Hold
because
on.
keep going back to when
Jorge,
I'm
can you
telling
close your
more-
mouth for a
there's more-
moment? Do you need a passing?
George, hold on, George, man. I appreciate you, George, but this whole past 10 minutes you've been attacking him personally and making just threat. I mean, not threats, but just you've been
Ad hominems. It's okay.
ad
I
hominems
understand.
down his neck, down his throat,
if
dude.
you would learn to just shut the fuck up for 5 seconds and let me speak, because I would gladly.
Dude, you're still doing it. Just let's take it down a notch. I do
It's
appreciate you, George, but let's just take it down a notch, please. Thank you.
It's all right. I can deal with it. Jorge, just let me ask one.
I think he lost his job.
Let me ask the whole question. Have you ever seen photographs, pictures of Israel 1945, the nation of Israel, the ground, before the tribes of Israel? Let me finish talking, bro. Before the tribes of, he can't even stop. Before the tribes of Israel returned to Israel proper. Have you ever seen any pictures?
Tribes, plural? No, G. I'm just saying that it's just an assumption because So somebody said something to me today, and it made me think that it was their theory, and I think it's a good theory that he's had an awful lot of time on his hands. I'm not going to claim someone else's thoughts.
Pictures, movies, photographs of that. It was a fucking useless, worthless
They were undesirable. They were outcast.
Dude, you didn't listen to what I said because you're not answering what I asked.
They were accepted in Egypt, and then they all fucking stayed within themselves. It's just like what's going on with all these people that claim to fucking be refugees or exiles from wherever the fuck they're from, being thrown over here.
You're not answering what I asked, bro. You didn't even listen to me. That's the problem with conversations with people like you. You have your diatribe, your mantra. It's why it's so troubling
you don't
for
like
you.
the answer doesn't mean it's
why
not accurate.
You're not answering. It can't be accurate because you're not answering.
I don't give a fuck if you don't like the answer. Deal with it. That's what it is.
The answer to my question was a simple yes or no. Have you seen?
I don't give a fuck if you don't like the answer.
You don't give a fuck.
Accept
That's
it just
why
like you
this
take
conversation
the ass sideways. Oh, but you like that, right?
Yeah. You're the one talking this homoerotic
like,
shit.
no,
bro.
the truth hurts.
Does my
Taking
voice
your ass, oh, you're all for
does
it.
my voice turn you
fucking
on?
Faggot. On your
my
fucking
voice
stupid
turn you
fucking
on,
estrogen.
Are you trying to get your voice as low as mine, Cody? Is that what it is? Because you know people like my voice. Trying, aren't you?
Does my voice turn you on, baby?
Nobody wants to hear your ovarian bullshit.
Jorge, you're talking about all this homoerotic shit because I asked you a simple question. Have you seen the Israeli landscape prior to 1945?
Do you have any oratory that doesn't fucking emanate from your ovaries?
It's a simple fucking question, Jorge. Simple question. It's a simple question. It's a simpler question than show your green card.
The answer is
there we go. Xenophobia, baby.
That's the nonsense that you have to do because you can't admit that you're ignorant as to what the landscape of Israel looked like before the tribes of Israel that were dispersed through Europe returned to the homeland after 1945. No one was fighting over that.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me try to derail. Let me try to
derail this
new topic here. Coded friend, are you familiar with EDC?
No. What is EDC?
It's called Electric. It stands for Electric Daisy Carnival.
No.
Anyways, I'm getting somewhere with this. Just hold on. So the music that they play in this EDC venue, right? It's called Electric Daisy Carnival. There's millions of young kids that go to this, right, per year. They have it in Las Vegas, Miami, California, all different parts, everywhere. And it's usually like once or twice a year. But anyways, at these festivals, they play music that is completely demonic. And what they're doing is they're basically
demonic.
When you play this music, you're basically opening up like a portal to demons. That's what I think. Now, maybe some people in the chat have heard about EDC or these festivals, but they play completely demonic music, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on in these festivals, like drugs, like a lot of other stuff that I don't really want to mention, but I think it's just completely
hello,
demonic.
maybe say.
I'm sure you're familiar with the festivals, right, George?
Oh yeah, there's a thing about, now that you mention that, I've known people that are well into music that they're not professionals, but they know people that have become professionals through those people. And there are such things as the dark sounds, if that makes sense. Just like there's light sounds, there's dark sounds. It's something that Tesla was very into was
Oh boy.
the whole positive and negative vibrations. And it's that's what you're referring to. So it's what is known as a demonic sound, or as the dark sounds are the ones that are destructive. It's anything
It's all
that
those demonic
can
seeds.
cause harm in any way, even if not necessarily intended. It's sort of kind of like the difference between light matter and dark matter, where it's like the dark matter is super destructive,
Ooh.
but then you got the light matter, which is something that's got an infinity of energy. It can also be destructive, but it's not intended to. The dark one is just like pure fuck everything.
Ooh.
As for the festivals, I went to Burning Man back when Burning Man was still not corporatized, back when it was still legit, like fucking like 17 years ago. And it was one of those things where there's always going to be people that are going to try to capitalize by nature. And those are the people that have to definitely be considered evil. It's like, all right, like these dudes are here just to try to fucking come up. They don't give a fuck about anybody. Don't expect them to do shit for you. Even if you have money, like they'll probably just fucking take it from you if they can. And
All right, this guy's making
that's
me
the whole
want
thing.
to
It's kind of like
go out the window. I'm gonna
that experience was a mix of what
play some of this. Yeah, I mean, huffing gas, sniffing glue, something. Let me see.
Some people say they got that dog in them, but I got that deer in me because I always feel like running into oncoming traffic.
Oh, you're talking about the part with me in Florida and the Skittles in my foreskin. Yeah, okay. No, that was like a wordsmith there.
All right, y'all. I will see y'all in a little bit over at the Pirate Studio. I will talk to you guys later.